Hi, I'm Rick Collar, and I'm the Editorial Director of Literacy and Humanities here at Triumph Learning. Thanks for spending some time today to watch this overview video on Practice Coach Plus, a program that was designed to prepare students for today's more rigorous assessments. Practice Coach Plus is a step-by-step graduated practice program that includes scaffolding. The content covers all of the commonly tested skills and standards for English language arts, and the program's organization allows you to efficiently identify and deliver targeted instruction and practice, which preserves class time for your curriculum. Let's take a closer look. Practice Coach Plus was created for grades 3 through 8 and includes both a student edition and a teacher's guide in way of components. The organization of Practice Coach Plus is by both strand and skill. Strand at the chapter level, with each lesson being focused on a particular skill. Each strand or chapter includes both a diagnostic and a cumulative assessment. Here's the table of contents for grade 5. Again, you'll notice that the chapters are organized by strand: reading literature, informational texts, writing, and language. Each lesson then supports a particular standard or skill covered within that strand, and again notice the diagnostic and cumulative assessments that are part of each chapter. The strand and standards coverage for Practice Coach Plus is as follows. All standards for reading literature, reading informational texts, writing, and language are covered comprehensively. Some reading foundation standards are covered. However, no speaking and listening standards are covered in Practice Coach Plus. Instruction and practice for those standards can be found in other products within the Coach Suite programs. The lesson format follows the Coach model, which employs a gradual release of responsibility approach, which includes the gradual removal of scaffolds. There are 3 sections to each lesson: getting the idea, in which the instruction is presented for a whole class setting. The second is coached example, which includes hints. And the third is lesson practice, which is intended for independent study. The lesson practice section of each lesson employs a graduated approach for those students who are struggling with certain skills. Lesson practice also provides differentiation in terms of the level of rigor. For each reading lesson, there are always 3 passage and item sets that are provided in lesson practice. The first of these passage and item sets contains a short passage with multiple choice and constructed response items. The next passage and item set features a longer passage, but with tech-enhanced item types that are commonly found on digital assessments. The last passage and item set is the most textually complex of the 3, with multiple choice and constructed response items. Finally, a reading guide is included with each passage, helping to focus students' attention on the particular skill or strategy being covered in the lesson. Let's take a look at a lesson from grade 5. This particular lesson is on comparing and contrasting informational texts. The lesson begins with getting the idea, and the instruction is designed for whole class. Thinking it through concludes the getting the idea portion of the lesson. It's a good opportunity in which to gauge students' understanding still in a whole group setting. Again, the second part of the lesson is the coached example. This is intended for either whole group instruction or practice, or small group instruction and practice as well. You'll notice that the passages are fairly short, and each item contains hints helping to focus students' attention on the concepts learned. Finally, the lesson practice section of the lesson, for which reading lessons contain 3 practice passages and item sets. The first passage and item set is the shortest, as discussed. You'll also notice that reading guides accompany each of the passages, which help focus students' attention on particular comprehension areas. The first passage and item set contains multiple choice and open-ended response questions. The second practice set, you'll notice, is slightly longer, still includes the reading guide, but it is followed by tech-enhanced item types. The third practice set out of lesson practice contains the most textually complex passages. They are followed by multiple choice items as well as a final open-ended response. To summarize, Practice Coach Plus for English Language Arts helps students progress from lower to higher rigor through scaffolding and through graduated practice. This program can easily be implemented with any of our coach practice tests. Please speak with your sales representative to learn more about the program or for the coach practice tests that are most applicable for you.